Amazing. This is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We've got like 4 people watching right now. I hope you're good. Oh, Tino Sparks. Hello, my friend, Tino Sparks. Guys, tell me that you're hearing me and the audio is clear. Just tell me if the audio is clear. And we've got Tina Makasa watching, Tino Sparks, my friend, watching. Atrare263. How are you? How are you? Mufaru, how are you? I hope you guys are okay. Just tell me if you can hear me clearly. Robert Saunyama. Yeah. Chidera Nwafo. So this guy is a Nigerian content creator. He's doing the same thing as me. He's also a content creator. He's from Nigeria. So I'm happy to see you here, brother. You are doing well in Nigeria. So guys, is my face clear? I pay attention to every detail, especially when I'm doing a live. My wife is also watching. But you're in the other room. Why are you commenting on my live? If you want to talk to me, come to me and talk to me directly. Farai also commented, hi Mkoma. So Farai is actually using my other account. It seems like I'm the one who's commenting, and yet come on, you guys. Tina Makasa, Baba Ethan Tirikukunzwa Emuri saying we are good. I hope you guys are okay. Oh, I've got 37 people watching. So guys, we are going to be doing more lives, and today my main focus is diasporians. I would love to talk to diasporians and hear the side of their story. And some of them I can't interview them, like they're not here in Zimbabwe, they're out there. So I would be happy to interview them here on live. I have so many questions, so I'm actually going to put a link here. So but anyone can join, and we can have a chat. I feel like it's high time that Africans start doing live videos, because at the end of the day you have to like be everywhere, so this is one of the ways that I can actually talk to you guys. I hope you guys are okay. And I know most of you watch my videos. You're so into business. You're so into investing back in Africa. Even those who are in Africa. Most of the time when I meet people in town, they say, "Oh, Biriot, I watch your content." Right away, I can tell that this person is trying by all means to make things happen, or they are already making things happen, because my content mainly people who are into business, who want to invest, who are looking for new ideas, always watch my content. So I hope you guys are okay. Audrey Poultry Farm, hi, how are you, Audrey? Hi, Mr. Kevin, thank you for taking my idea of mega content. Thank you. I'll say thank you to you. So I want to, so here's a link for those who want to join. Oh, I've got 50 people. So here's the thing. My idea now is that I want to push this whole thing to understand that we've got like 1,000 people watching. It's possible. So my son is here. Hi. Eh? So guys, there's a link there, and for those who want to join, that's a link. But you can click it in the comment section below. Love Mo Maushe, hey in UK. That's my wife there. Her hand. I don't know why she's doing that. Hey in UK, Kent, South London, Fonandi Pindur. So here's the thing. There's a link there, and then you can join the live. You can actually join the live. Tauya, hi bro. How are you, Tauya? How are you? Kuda Kwasha, hi say Kelvin. How are you, Kuda? I hope you guys are okay. Oh, we've got people now. We've got people now. This is going to be interesting.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching.
You guys should just go over there. You guys should go over there. This is serious business. So we have got. How are you? I hope you're good. Hi. Hello. I can't.
Hi, Period. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good
Can you hear
now.
me?
Now I can hear you. Now I can hear you loud and clear. How are you? Hello. Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So
I
what
hope
was
you're good.
happening is my YouTube was still playing, so I had feedback from the YouTube that was coming through. So I had to go and close the YouTube so that I can come back to this one. Yeah,
Now you can hear me proper.
yeah, it's no problem. Yeah, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Where are you watching us from?
From Manchester,
Ah,
Manchester,
you
UK.
Diasporians. Today, this is your show. Today, I have so many questions, and I feel like today you are the people. So how are you? How is Manchester?
Manchester is doing okay. We can't really complain. It's now sunny and we're doing all right.
What team do you support when it comes to football? Do you watch football?
I used to support Manchester United, but bottom that it's heartbreaks all over. So we stopped watching football. We are now just following headlines from Google, whatsoever that have been played. That's it. So we are no longer football fans.
Okay, okay.
Utofane bipitira na wadikini bore.
Okay, I understand. So we've got Chief in the studio. Don't worry, Chief. I'm actually going to aid you soon. So my brother, do you have like investments back home?
Not really that I can
Yeah.
say I've got investments back home, but it's something that is in the pipeline. It's something that I'm really working on. We are
Uh-huh.
just newbies in diaspora, probably just
Uh-huh.
a couple of years old, but we are really keen to come back home, and we are working out something that so that when you come back home, you've got a bit of some proper landing. That's I think
Uh-huh.
somebody that's it.
Okay. How long
Yeah,
have you been how long have you been there?
let's just say 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How's everything? Is it hard there? Because like when people are in Zimbabwe here, we say that the opportunities are there. Are there opportunities there? And how's life and how's everything there?
It's not easy. You don't pick money in the streets here, boss. It's different from Zimbabwe. So to be honest, I can't really say it's easy doing here. Uh,
Mm.
for everything to be easy, if you are here in
Mhm.
diaspora, you have to work. You have to work 9 to 5. No, there's no excuse. 9 to 5 plus overtime, so that you can connect all the dots. So it's not
Mm.
easy. I would say I was working when I was in Zim and in a corporate. Uh, One thing I can tell you is Tantaka Garabok, Zimbabwe. When you come here, it's a different story. You have to grind, you have to give results. People you have
Mm.
to. So I can't. What I can summarize it is you have to work hard for things to be okay for you.
For things to be okay for you. Do you
Yeah,
see yourself coming back in Zimbabwe full time?
definitely, definitely. I would love to come back to Zimbabwe full time. I just miss the social aspect of me being back home and it's a lot of things that you still miss. I know it's just about 2 years and I still got a vivid memory of how things were going when I was back in Zim and I still really yearn for these things. But one thing I can tell you is when I'm looking at my life and what I want to achieve in the next few years,
Yeah,
I see my goals and my visions coming to life in Zimbabwe, not here.
not in the UK.
No, 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 not here.
Okay, I want to add some people. We've got Chief. We've got Maushe also. Um, Chief, how are you? Hello, you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you proper. Hello. I can't. Chief, I can't hear you. Okay, let me try to fix Chief's mic. So, Chief, here's the thing: you have to unmute yourself. Your mic, Chief. If you can hear me, you
Yes,
have to yeah, yeah. Now, exactly. You
yes.
see?
Okay,
There
fine.
you go. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well, my brother. How are you?
I'm good. Are you in the diaspora?
Yes,
How's
we are just
everything?
nah. All is a little bit awkward. We are just here over Limpopo. But the first thing that worries is the security over than anything else.
You are where?
South Africa.
How's South Africa?
Nothing is good in this country. The thing
So
of security wise, yeah, that's the only challenge.
so someone I watched a video this morning, and there was someone who was saying that when you are staying in South Africa, the most person that you're supposed to be afraid of is your own people, a Zimbabwean. Is it true?
It's not true. For me, everyone here is at risk with your neighbor. That's the challenge we have here. So you find out we don't have money in Zim, but we have got security in Zim. So that's one thing I think that will push me before the end of December. I'll be permanently home.
Oh,
And
you
the
want to
other
come back?
aspect, yes, the other aspect that I've discovered is you can't maneuver or do anything productive as long as you don't have land. So the only thing is we are returning back to our ancestral land now. We have realized we have got the wealth that we have been laying idle. So we need to work on it. Now is the time.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you it's probably farming when you come back. You want to do farming.
Yeah, part of farming, but there is one area that I'm trying to push now. We need to establish a hospital. So now we are just pushing on the
Or
paperwork from
you
the
need to.
government. But yes, you know how it takes. You move from one office to the other, and these people they let you toil the whole year without getting anything. So we are just pushing for now.
Oh, okay. So I wanted to ask, like, this aspect of establishing a hospital here in Zimbabwe, is it out of passion, or you see like the business side of it, and probably you've seen an opportunity and you want to take advantage of it?
That's the aspect that I've seen the business side of it, because I've discovered that that one is a lucrative business and there's no competition as much as long you are able to deliver.
As you are able to, as long as you are able to deliver, that's it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I want to add. So sorry, I want to add. Someone has been in the studio for some time. So Plason, is it? Don't go anywhere, Plason. I really I have questions. Okay. So Maushe, hi. How are you?
Oh,
Hello.
Kevi, how are you?
I'm good. I hope you're
How
good.
are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you
I'm
loud
fine.
and
I'm
clear.
doing okay.
So how's everything?
Thank you.
Where are you watching us from?
Oh, Candy, Chatham, South London.
Ah, okay. So here's the thing that is happening. Like, I can hear you proper, but I can't see your face like proper. So
Ah, can you see me?
yeah, it's glitching. It's probably network thing, but I can
Glitch.
hear your voice. Yeah, it's glitching,
Ah,
but I can hear your voice loud and clear. So how's life there? How's everything?
yeah. That's our initial name.
No, I can't.
Is it possible?
No, it's not. It's not possible. Listen, you guys. I mean, as a content creator, I'm trying to go international here. We've got people from Kenya. With that is the same challenge that I've been facing in my WhatsApp group. I created a WhatsApp group for people, for farmers to actually connect with other people out there. My English is not that good, but I always try so that I can accommodate people from other countries who are watching my content. My content is not only for Zimbabweans. If I speak in Shona, I'm limiting myself, I'm limiting my brand. So I can't speak in Shona, and that's the thing. So Plason, so someone obey Gwitira actually said it is not hard everywhere. The diaspora is not for people that take shortcuts. Get an education, be a part of the system, then you will succeed. So obey, like, is it possible for someone from Zimbabwe? How long does it take for someone to acquire education there? And after acquiring that education, um, does it take long for someone to find a job? Because here in Zimbabwe, you might finish your degree and spend like 3, 4, 5 years without finding a job. I want to know, is it like the same in the diaspora? Plus one, you can actually also answer that if possible.
So what Obey is saying is diaspora is not hard. Is not
Yeah.
for people that take shortcuts. Yes. So what he's saying is okay, is correct, right? Because everything is system. They've created a system that is efficient for what they want to achieve, right? Where he's saying get education, the part of the system, then you will succeed. He is 100% correct. So you get education, you get into a system, right? What you are getting into is a system, right? So the question now is, do you want to be part of that system that you are getting into? So you are getting into a system to live. So the system has got its limitations on what you want to achieve. So the salaries or the rate has got caps in terms of you are in this salary band, you're in this rate. That depends with your education, that depends in the qualifications that you have, or it depends with the type of work that you're doing. You fall in some part of a rate that it's either a tax band or it's what do you call it? It's your hourly rate or something else. So it's a system that you're falling into. So the question now is, do you want to be part of that system, right? And we also now need to understand is when Obey is talking about succeed, right? How do you define success on the personal level? You as an individual, do you feel like you have succeeded when you get to the certain level? So it comes with personal satisfaction and gratification that have I achieved what I want. So you can be, for example, in a 40% tax band, which means you're earning more than 50,000 a year. Are you satisfied with that? But one thing that I was saying is you need to work. I did not say it's not hard, it's hard, but I said in diaspora you need to work. You don't pick money in the streets. I think this is what I said. So you don't get, it's difficult for someone just to get a phone call to say, can I please get 10 pounds? And someone said, okay, I'm giving you 10 pounds now. It's different. That's why you see in Zim, it's actually easy to say, Sha, can I please have a 10, the candle 20, no corner, Canada ball? And someone would say, okay, that's fine. I've got an extra. You get that 3 away, you get the 20. But down here, it's very difficult for just you pick up your phone, then you get to someone say like, bro, I need 20 pounds. Can you sort me out or sort you later? And you get that. Yes, if you have got a very wider network, you can do that. But all the same, you need to get it back. There is no free money.
There's no free money.
I think I've summarized it well, that there is no free
Yeah,
money.
you did.
So
You did.
you can get a job, you get the assurance that if you are someone who wants to work, you can get a job. So,
Yeah.
but one thing
Thank
that I want to say is before the month starts or before on date one, you've got bills that you need to pay, you've got debits, you've got everything. So you are looking into from day one up to your salary date, or you're counting the hours you've worked, you are looking into what is it? You're looking into your debits, how much. So you're starting from negative. If all your expenses are 1,000, so which means from day one, you've got fixed expenses of 1,000 pounds that you're looking for. So you are working, so your first 1,000 is going to the expenses. Then the next thing is you are working for food. The next is what's next, depending on your priority as a person. The next thing is clothing. The next thing is remittances and so forth. So that's how I have understood it. So I'm not trying to shy away people from coming to diaspora. We all have different reasons on why we are here, but I couldn't say like life is easy. You come here, you work. It's not really easy. You have to work overtime, you have to work night shift, you have to do that. So people don't have to assume that it's very easy. You need like what Walter is saying, discipline
Yeah,
is utmost importance. That's what I would
exactly.
like to pick from there.
So what I
Discipline,
think,
discipline,
yeah,
discipline.
exactly. Water Piri. Hi, Kelvin. Thank you for the topic. I see goals and discipline and more patience is what can shape your success overseas. integrity. I see, like you have to be that person who have
Yeah,
integrity.
I 100% agree with Walter. It's discipline, discipline, discipline. So you now need to, you as an individual, as a
Yeah.
person, what is it that you want to achieve? What is it that you are driving yourself into? What are your goals? Are they written down? What steps are you taking to achieve whatsoever that you want to achieve in your life? So with that, it structures your financial obligations. It structures how you want to work. So with such, I said I'm just 2 years here. In Zoom, I'm actually saying you can. I want to give you one example is
Mm-hmm.
in Zoom, you get off one week, you've got working in a corporate, you get sick for 1 week, right? You still got your full salary. Full salary is still coming. Here you are being paid per hour. So if I don't get to work for 1 week, I'm only going to get a sick leave, which is probably way less than what I was going, way less than what I'm supposed to earn when I was going to work. So which means it's just you just have to think like, am I really sick or not? Do I need to go and see the doctor, or I will be okay, or I need to take some paracetamol? You're now looking at the discipline aspect because it's something that have got a financial impact. I don't know if I'm making
Yeah,
a bit of some sense. But
you are
back home,
making
you can
sense.
actually go and get a sick note, then you get sick. You still got your full paycheck. It's still coming as is with benefits sometimes. So it's different. Yeah, you're not getting that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Irene Mlambo. Is it Mlambo? Mlambo.
That's
Canada.
Mlambo.
Mlambo, yeah. Canada in the house. Great to see young people addressing financial issues with clarity and truth. Honestly, I am learning. I'm also a student, and I'm happy you person are contributing. At the end of the day, we are here in Zimbabwe, Africa. We really need that exposure. So I'm really excited. So we have is it six cents? Yes, you can't get away with anything here, no shortcuts. Just positive energy. Even when we were in SA, the struggle was there. But looking at UK, USA, US, Europe, there is permanent residence option over time. With the right skills, you'll be successful. Oh, that's good. That's good. Diaspora is an advanced mental is Diaspora is an advanced mental prison. Diaspora is a graveyard in the glass house. Is that true? Maybe you guys are lying to us. World Connect is actually saying the opposite. Diaspora is an advanced mental prison.
I think I can agree with him, but one thing that I want you to know is there are some conversations that you are not ready to have on a social platform. Is people who have migrated to this, right? We came with different reasons. Some mentally they're not yet to tackle these issues on the social level or research. Like what World Connect is saying is, if you have got a different view on how you want to achieve in the society, or if you have understood how the system works, so at some time you can actually see that, no man, this is not what I thought it was going to be. So people normally they start like I was saying, is they think you've come into diaspora, we are here to complain, or we are not grateful. We are really grateful. That's one. And two, to those who are saying progress is off, and we are in the process of doing that. We are academically, we are progressing. And for example, where I'm talking from you with, it's a proper home PC, not a laptop, mainly designed like it's a home office because I am studying. I don't need a laptop. I need something that can make me go down to see like I'm just getting down into business. I'm studying. So we are in the pathway of trying to see like, how can I change the situation that we have right now? How can I advance myself to be a better being? But all the same, we don't want to, we need to call a spade as is. In as much as we look for opportunities and everything, we need to call a spade and understand how the social life here and how the economy works.
Okay. Mr. Ota, how are you?
Hey, Kevin, it's good to see you, man.
I'm good. I hope you're good yourself.
No, I really want to appreciate the work you are doing, young man. The farming part of things, the farming part of things that you are doing, it's legendary. It's legendary. Keep it up. I wish, you know what? Guys, I know you have your topic, guys.
Yeah,
it's a nice topic.
Okay. We're talking about everything.
But let me just say something, man. Let me just say something. Kelvin, your followership now is, I'm quite sure, I'm not really sure how much it is, but I'm quite sure it's big. And it's not, it's nice that you are in different platforms. And I wish, guys, you guys, the people like you, Kelvin, Kundai, Hope, and a number of guys who are doing content creation. I wish you could go out there, teach the youngsters, not just the youngsters, teach everyone, as much people as you can, about content creation. Guys, don't be stingy with information. Our country needs people who love their citizens. Our country needs people who want to share ideas. Because one man's your riches is not just for you alone. Remember, you've got family. So if it's spread around, when someone dies in your family, it's not going to be you taking out money from your pocket. You understand? It's going to be everyone contributing for someone's burial. If it's going to be, if there's a birthday, it's going to be everyone contributing for someone's birthday. Not just like people looking at one person to say, we are waiting for this one, you know, to talk in the family and to do something in the family. It's not good. So what I'm just saying that, guys, if you could go out on a very large scale outreach program and teach people about content creation, tell the truth, guys. Tell the truth, the benefits of content creation. Give people information. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
So give people. Yeah,
you're right. So I mean, that's a powerful suggestion there. And plus one, don't go anywhere, stay in the studio. I'm actually going to add you back. So what you're talking about right now. So I went to Malawi, and Malawi, when people are looking at Malawi, they see Malawi as one of the lowest countries. They don't regard Malawi in important topics, but it's one country that cares so much about content creators. When I went to Malawi, they took care of me. They offered me free accommodation. I met the Minister of Tourism there. Here in Zimbabwe, I've never met the Minister of Agriculture or even tourism, but we've been doing content creation here in Zimbabwe.
What you're talking about?
What I'm saying, hello, come again.
What you're talking about is very true. If you look at the guys like Vusimuzi and what's her name? The girlfriend. They've been traveling over more than 12 countries in Africa. I think 12 countries or 7 countries in Africa.
Yeah.
These guys, if we look at it, I only saw Minister of Tourism now. I mean, not even our government. Not even our government have said anything about it. Look at those three guys in South Africa, what they did. They just traveled from Joburg to Cape Town, from Polokwane to Cape Town, and everyone was talking about them.
Yeah, so that's the thing. That's the problem that we have here in Zimbabwe. We first want to see people being appreciated out there, and then we start saying that's our own. You see, because we have content creators like Kundai Chitima, we have content creators, a lot of content creators here in Zimbabwe. We have never seen them being appreciated for what they are doing here. For example, if you can give a good example of me and Kundai Chitima, we are content creators who have been voicing about farming, Diasporians farming back here in Zimbabwe. If I'm to tell you the truth, my research, I feel like Diasporians are the larger percent of people who are doing farming proper way here in Zimbabwe, and people don't even know. If you are talking a large scale farming, there are few people that I've interviewed that are doing large scale farming, and they are not Diasporians. Diasporians, they are doing it big. When they are investing here in Zimbabwe in farming, they are investing a lot of money. And here, it's really terrible. Irene Lambo, Zimbabweans in the UK adapt to the system, but I struggle with Zimbabwe's chaos, corruption, and mindset. I thrive here in the UK, where women benefit from from freedoms not available in Zimbabwe. Where are you watching us from, Mr. Walter?
UK.
Oh, UK.
You just around. So you know that you know why people from diaspora are doing much better in farming.
Yeah.
Just it's because of the difficulties overseas. What happens is when you get overseas, that's when you start realizing the whole truth about overseas. It's like hand to mouth. You know you work. You have to show to get paid. You need to work. If you don't work per day, know that there's no money for that day. So even if you are sick, you go to work.
Oh yeah. That's what Pastor was saying.
The money has value. Yes, that's the trick. The money has value. No matter. So if you actually know that if you are going to work today from Monday to Friday, you actually know that you have made so much. Which means if you've got targets, you are working on your target, dealing with your targets. So it's tough. It's tough when you arrive, but as time goes by, things improve. Because you'll be able to clear whatever debts that you have. Slowly, you start investing. But when you arrive, even people who have got businesses, who had businesses in Zimbabwe, when they left or wherever from any country, when they left going overseas, they actually regretted when they arrived. They said we made a mistake. We were making, but the money in Africa, be it in South Africa or Zimbabwe, it's nice you can enjoy it with some peace of mind, but it's small. The salaries are very small, but you can actually pay rent, you can actually pay this and this, but you don't do anything.
Okay, so I have another question. I have another question for both of you. Like, yes, you are in the diaspora. Is there room for you as an African there to actually open a business and the business thriving? Is there a possibility?
You can. It's very possible, but the laws are there. So whatever you open a business, whatever you open it, you must know that when you make a blunder or a mistake, you are sued. You are in court, and you are going to pay someone.
Okay.
So which means you must get into business with the full security, with full insurances to make sure, and everything must be in order. Because anytime you can be sued, you go bankrupt, or you end up in jail.
Okay, so we have Obeg here. It all comes down to how much are you making and how much are you spending. The problem is high tax and black tax. There are plenty Zimbo X's out there. We just need to invest in ourselves. Did you guys understand what he's saying there?
So what Obey is saying is 100% correct. It depends. So he's talking about productivity against your expenses. What is your productivity? How do you produce? Where are you producing your money? Right. So you are looking at the rate of how much you are being paid per hour. Are you on the minimum, or you are being paid somewhere way above? Right. Where he's talking about executives, like that's a global thing. Right. There are a lot of executives of Zimbos here. We are meeting some of them in meetings. We are talking to some of them. Right. We have got people who are making good money. They are Zimbabweans. Right. So let's go back to Zim. We have got the same people, right, falling under that category. We have got people who are struggling in Zimbabwe. Then we have got people who are making money in Zimbabwe, right? So that's a global thing. Even if you go to America, if you go to in any race, that's what you can say. So, but what I agree with and what you have said at the end is we need to invest in ourselves.
So sorry, I want to cover on what he said there, black tax. I wanted to ask, like, are we putting too much pressure on you, Diasporians?
I don't like the term. Unfortunately, I don't like the term black tax. Right? It has been put down on us, black tax, so that I feel discouraged of helping people that I feel in need. When you are looking at black tax, it sounds as if it's something that is mandatory, or if you don't do it, you are going to be penalized. Right? It's your choice. if you want to take care of your parents. We are here in UK, we are seeing the white people, they are taking care of their parents. The difference is they've got a working system where if they've been working before, they've got pension that is coming into their account, they're taking care of themselves with minimum support or as maximum as it can be from their family, right? But one thing that I can tell you is here they take care of each other. Depending with the background, you can actually see some isolated that doesn't even have a family. Munhu achingorarama hatorina kana mhuri, achitongonzi nevana hazvitoonane. It's there, right? But you can actually see there are some families that you can see these people, they were in good books. The parent, the grandparent, and the family, they are still united, taking care of each other. That's why I say I don't like the term black tax. I know how I was raised, and I see no problem of taking care of my parent, right? So if the parent is doing something, you can take care of the parent. But black tax, I think it might sound as it's something that is mandatory, like you are being forced to send something every month, or it's something that is on debit. It depends on where you are coming from. So believe you me, there are some people who are here that are not sending anything back in Zim or in Africa because they have nobody to send it to. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
I do.
You as a person, you need to do a self-introspection. Like, if I'm going to send you money, on what basis am I sending you money? Did you even cross paths when I was going up? We never crossed paths. Yes, you are my relative, but you are not in the picture when I was growing up. You can't come in the picture when I'm up here, then I'm not forced to send you a 20, a 50. That's not the case.
Yeah,
if you are not in the picture, if you never helped me, then I'm not obliged to help you. That's the thing.
Yeah, I understand. So, guys, those who are watching us, we now have memberships on our YouTube channel. Super thanks. So you can probably support Kelvin Beard from wherever you are. That money goes along the way, like me traveling. I really need your support, guys. But it all comes back to that. So we have Talia G. She said, Tolia, people surprise, especially the ones on COS. What is that? What is COS?
COS is a certificate of sponsorship.
It's just like a permit. It's like a work visa. It's a certain kind of work visa in K mostly. But in fact, it's just a work visa system.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah. But that brings mostly
people who came under that. It seems like things are not really going well for them, because this person went to say, where did you think you were going really, leaving Zimbabwe in anticipation of social life here after work and every weekend?
No, people that are misinformed. A lot of people are misinformed. You know one thing. When you it's just normal. I know of some guys like Garabasme Bridge in Botswana who were living under the bridge in Botswana. They go to work. After work, they'll go under the bridge. They would bury their foot in the ground until things improved, until they found accommodation. So anywhere you go from your country, you must expect that things might be difficult. The problem with us guys, especially Zimbabweans, we are not together. Zimbabweans, we are not together. If you look at certain kind of citizens, you look at the Nigerians, you look at Indians, you look at Pakistan, the Ethiopians, for instance, Somalis. These people, they work together. They help each other.
That's a sensitive topic.
Yeah, they help each other. All over the world, if you go where there are Ethiopians or Somalis, you will see the oneness in them.
Why? So, why are we failing to do that as Zimbabweans? Because you are not the first person to mention that.
Just cruelty and jealous. Instead of us, the three of us rising up together, it's me who wants to rise, so that you guys will work for me and do things for me.
Why? Because
that's why our country doesn't develop. If you want to see what I'm talking about, if you remember, there was that big brother, the one that was that we had. What's his name from Zimbabwe? This one was won by a Nigerian guy. That time what's his name? This guy was from Zimbabwe. Was that big brother?
I can't remember.
Remember Rocky went to Big Brother. There was another guy from Zimbabwe who was in Big Brother. He was doing well. I don't know what his name. The Shona name. Nigerians, because they know how important it is, they vote for their citizens. They use the population. You can't vote with Nigerians. Because of the population, they'll vote, all of them, they'll vote for their person. No matter how, no matter if they don't dislike that person, but they'll vote for that person. Because of oneness. Look at this girl that was disqualified in South Africa who was competing Miss Universe.
Yeah.
She went to Nigeria. Where is she now?
I mean, she was appreciated by Nigerians, and then South Africans started being jealous. So, Mr. Walter, can you fix? Can you hear me?
Yeah. No, I can hear you. No. That's what I'm saying. That it's because they appreciate their own. They appreciate their own. Zimbabweans are I love my country. I love my people very much. But sometimes we shoot each other down. South Africa right now, in South Africa, in Botswana, everywhere we shoot each other down. You don't appreciate to see your own going up.
True.
You understand?
True.
So if we could do that, we could change. A country can develop when we love each other, when we care for each other. That's what develops. That's what can. So that's why I find out there's a lot of things that are on Google, like on Google, on YouTube. There's a lot of courses. The thing is that in overseas, we in Zimbabwe we train 4 years apprenticeship. Overseas doesn't even go to 4 years. It's less than 4 years. Yes, there's practical. But you can do a course for 1 hour. You pay £100 or you pay whatever, €100 for a course of 1 hour. Yeah, a course for 1 hour. And that certificate, you get your job. Why do we spend? Then you go back to Zimbabwe. You do a course 3 months, 6 months, or 2 years. A course that can be done in a month. And you finish and you move on. That's why I find that there's a lot of people who have got masters, who have got PhDs, especially on the teacher side. We spend so much time in school, which is not necessary. Because of the system that we have, the curriculum needs to be changed. Because it's useless to be honest. Why do you spend 17 years in school? After that, after 17 years, you go to university. After university, you are still, when you get to a job of employment, you are told that you want experience. You become a junior. You take 10 years to become a senior. By the time you are 60 years, that's when you start saying, now you may start trying to enjoy life. But you are already old. You've got nothing to enjoy anymore. But now the only thing that you care about maybe your pair of shoes and your toothbrush.
Yeah.
We are spending so much time encouraging people to go to school. YouTube is full of education. Look at people like Elon Musk. If that guy has got the best mindset, that guy, if given today with this mindset, he can rule the world. If people are not jealous for him, he can. Look at Steve Masiwa. He came from far and he's trying to improve the youngsters, Africa-wise. So I think it's important sometimes to, instead of thinking about, there was a topic. You guys were talking about school. You were talking about going to, like I said, you need to have goals. What are your goals? When you went overseas, what are your goals? You know your goals. You know how things were. You know what you want in life. You know your target.
Yeah.
And it's not, and strategies. People don't tell them. Like I was saying, if you go to on the internet right now, there are platforms like Reads, Indeed. These companies have got very short courses, 2-hour courses. That when you put that course on your CV, you go miles. You spend 6 years to get a certificate, a degree. After that, you go and look for a job. What's the point?
So
Yes, but if you give yourself 1 year to say I'm going to be doing short course, 1 year, it will be equivalent to a master's. So we are spending so much money in Zimbabwe going to school without anything that backs you up tomorrow when you go to pension.
So I have another question. Like you said that in the diaspora there are no shortcuts, and
There are no shortcuts, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
You work for it.
Exactly, but when it comes to Africa, it seems
There are
like
shortcuts.
there are shortcuts.
So the thing is that the system here, let me tell you, the system overseas, it's well knit to the extent that whatever money you get, they get it back. The taxes are there. They are very intact. The taxes are very intact. Whatever money you work for, they get it back. In everything that you are doing, there is tax. There's VAT, there's VAT, there's VAT. And if I tell you the bills alone, you are talking like someone who's paying 1,300 pounds per month. If you can convert 1,300 per month to pounds, you are talking of how much? 1,000 is like 22,000 rands. And if you add 300 on top, you are like 26,000 rands. Someone is paying 26,000 rands per month for rent. but think what you can do with 26,000 rands in South Africa. You'll be a millionaire.
Yeah, true.
So the thing is very simple. I've just been looking. I've just been seeing things. I lived in South Africa before, so I want to tell you one thing. In South Africa, the majority of Zimbabweans, they are entrepreneurs. They work for themselves. They work for themselves. There's no jobs in South Africa there. If you want to go to work, you are going to be working a job that you are going to be maybe getting 2,000 rands per month, and you won't do anything with 2,000 rands per month. And there are no jobs in South Africa. Because that jobs they are for their people. The South African government is doing a lot to accommodate foreigners. A lot. But the corruption is big. So if you look at it, when you go overseas now, there's no shortcut. There are no deals overseas. You need to plan. You need to work for it. You need to set up a budget for yourself. You need to be, like we call it self-pruning, like what we do on trees or maize meal. Maize in the plant where you remove the green, all those leaves that are useless. You remove so that it grows. So you do what you call self-pruning. That's like disciplining yourself. Say this normal, this normal, this normal, this normal. But the life is painful if you overspend in overseas. You have no place to stay. So the thing is, life is very difficult overseas, to be honest. It's very difficult. The conditions are not something that people feel happy when they are back home in Zimbabwe. You actually feel much. Unfortunately, the political system in Zimbabwe is bad. But if things were good in Zimbabwe, people still prefer to stay in Zimbabwe.
Yeah. So, Mr. Praise, how are you? I hope you're good.
Good. How are you, Kelvin?
I am okay. So, what's your say on this whole situation where we are saying that our mindset as Zimbabweans is really wrong, especially when we are even out there in the diaspora? Because he's not the first one to actually even say that.
Yeah.
I've interviewed a lot of people, and some of them, they don't feel comfortable addressing it on social media. But behind the scenes, you could see that they feel the pain that we have Nigerians, they are united. But when it comes to Zimbabweans, you barely see Zimbabweans supporting each other. Rather, you see them pulling each other down, even out there in the diaspora.
Yeah. You find that that's very true. You find that it's like in our DNA, we have this pull down syndrome. It comes naturally with Zimbabweans especially. But on the other hand, I don't really want to blame it on Zimbabweans per se, but it's the system, Calvin. Like my brother there was explaining, like how the system in UK works as well. I'm also in UK. I saw you were with my friend there, Pearson. The challenge you find the system in UK, like the brother was saying, they set it up in a way that whatever salary you get, you pay your bills. Okay, it's a hand to mouth. You live okay, you drive a Porsche car, but it's a hand to mouth. You can't really save something if you're not really jacked up, or if you're not if you're unless you have got a partner, then you guys will be like one person is paying bills, then the other man maybe you're focusing on the project. But you find that it's the system of Zimbabwe, the way we were raised, the way our education system was set. I'll give you an example. Do you know why Somalians they stand together through thick and thin? Those guys, they were just born in a war zone, right? They didn't have the privilege of going to school and get corrupted with education. Education is good, but remember, it's a system that is being planted in your mind. It's they are telling you are being taught how to live your life. Everyone, if you are Zimbabwe, have gone from grade 1, 7, whatever university, you are living according to what you have been taught. True. That's why you see this English saying, we say, give me your child from first year to 7 years, then I'll give you back. That child will always be loyal to me. It's a system. So you find that it is with Zimbabwe. So we didn't grow up with this Ubuntu thing. We didn't have it. You see, if you just cross to South Africa, sometimes they stand together. But this Ubuntu thing is in them. So it's embedded in their DNA, but not with the Zimbabwean. So you find as much as we try, but it's difficult to break that ground. That's why we encourage, like you guys, you do content and whatever. This content and everything, that's the information now that is getting into people to remind them that no, besides your mindset or the way you are wired, but we can still be loyal to each other. We can still stand with each other. Yeah. So I didn't want really to put it exactly to say, okay, Zimbabwe, it's the system. That's why we see it. We are just wired like that.
So another question that I would
I'll
want
give
to
you
ask
example.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I just want to say, for example, if you follow your comments now, you find someone giving negative comments for this podcast.
True.
I mean, someone can just come in and start to say negative things. From nowhere, he doesn't know you. He doesn't even he doesn't even contribute any money to you, you know. But he just comes and say whatever they want. That's a Zimbabwe for you.
Yeah, I mean, I can relate, especially with how I run this YouTube channel. I could see that attack come from every angle.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're shocked with, oh man, are these my own people? And one thing that I've noticed about us as Zimbabweans, we are so controlling. Especially, we would want to control someone, like, you should do this. If you don't do what I'm telling you, I'm no longer going to support you.
Yeah.
So you'd see that this person comes with this idea, and if I don't do that, they say, I'm no longer going to support you. I'm no longer going to watch your videos. So that's it. I'm
exactly.
gone.
Exactly.
So that's a big problem.
Yeah.
So,
but also just in conclusion, the other point I wanted to comment on the issue that I'm also into. I love farming as well, and you were saying according to your own statistics, you were saying more diasporians are the ones investing in farming more than the ones who are local. The other thing is also about exposure. Exposure is very important.
Thank you for saying that.
Exposure is very important. You find that the person who comes here, when you get here, you start to realize, oh, land is very important. Because the house that you are staying right now, if you come to UK, probably is 3 houses that are built in the space that you have back home. You get it? So you start to see all these things that, wow, besides their good economy and everything, but space-wise, land is very important. You start to see that it's not really about working every day. I can still do something for myself. So with the people, it's just that people cannot afford, but it's also good if anyone can afford. Just travel around. Just travel around and see how other cultures, how other people are relating. When you go back home, you'll be a changed person. Trust me.
You're right.
The issue of traveling gives you some maturity and a self. Like how to put it. You look at yourself and you start looking at the steps that you've taken in life. So you tend to, you see different cultures, you see different people, and you learn a lot from other people who have nothing to do with you. The most important thing in life is to appreciate your mistakes and say, now this I must change. The problem with us is, when I look at I look at a lot of, I see a lot of in a lot of groups how how people lack information. The problem with us, mostly from Zimbabwe, is for any information that you need, you want money. You want money. You want to be paid. Someone is looking for a job. You have a brother who's looking for a job who is in a difficult situation. Someone has got a job right where you are working right there, but you say no. People from home, they'll kill me. I won't tell them where. I would rather tell someone out there, until you get fired yourself. That's when you realize, oh, what about if you had brought someone in? You have got someone to work with, But you instead of the hatred that you have for your own brother, you are happy with him when you are drinking beer or smoking. You are happy with him when you do some things, but you don't like him working in the same place with you. But he's looking for a job. And there's space for someone at your work. Why not just tell someone the truth? People here, if I tell you, someone I saw Obesing with looking at the population of Zimbabwe, small Nigerians. Yes, but what I'm saying, if Zimbabwe's got 15 million, let the 13 million Zimbabweans vote for you. Won't it be? Yeah. People say no. It's because Zimbabwe's got a small population. But you won't find Zimbabweans voting for you. Zimbabweans will rather vote for other people from other nations. Yeah. So at the end of the day, how do you succeed? That's why sometimes, that's why some people, they say, if you want to be successful in life, leave the comfort zone. Go somewhere where you are not known. Abraham was told to leave and go far away from where he was known, to a new place. You see, it's like the Bible. The Bible is a good teacher. If you see the experiences of people in the Bible, it's the same experience that we are living today. And when you are stubborn, you say, I want to go to Rwanda because there is war. How are people in Rwanda living if there is war? Yes, there is war, but some people are living. Yes, there was war in Zimbabwe, but our mothers were getting pregnant at the time of war. How were they getting pregnant over the time of war if everyone was dying?
So, and I have another question. When we are looking at businesses that are doing well for such a long time, they are family businesses, maybe third generation is now benefiting from a business that was established by the great grandfather. And right now, what I'm seeing as a content creator, I've noticed that every diasporian now is trying by all means to avoid working with a relative. And yet, if you are looking at a bigger picture, if you really want the business to do well for a long time, you have to involve family so that it becomes like a family business. What's your opinion concerning this whole situation where diasporians are now avoiding working with relatives, family members?
Kelvin, I want to tell you one thing. That's stupidity. Yeah. That's stupidity. Selfish people do that. Let me be honest with you, Kelvin. Yeah. I want to tell you one thing. What's his name was there? He was saying, here they take care of each other. Yeah. I argue that. I don't agree with you. They don't take care of each other here. They don't take care of each other. The local people, the whites, they don't take care of each other. what's the a family to what is the wife, his wife and his children, his a husband, and that's family. Brothers and sisters, that's like, you know, life here is different. The thing is, when you get old, tomorrow you got no one to take care of you. That's the bigger picture. So why not? The problem with what causes someone to say, I don't want to work with Zimbabweans is you are helping your family in the wrong way. If you give your family fish, they eat for the day and tomorrow it's not there anymore. Teach them how to fish. Teach them how to fish. Simple. Teach them how to fish. If you have got money, you know that, okay, if you want to help someone, what is that you want to help? Problem with someone who's got money is they want to tell you what to do. But to be honest, if something is not your talent, it's going to be a struggle. Rather, identify someone's talent, whoever you want to help, identify the talent and respect their talent. What is it they want to do in life? Okay, it's not about giving someone money every time. A family business is like you are going to start a family business. You are going to have a son. When you have a son, don't waste your time telling your son to go to school. When you've got a family business, from a young age, your son must start working in your business. True. That's why you find that farmers, when your father is a farmer, you are likely going to be a farmer as well. You know everything about farming because you work in the farm. And that's how, when you work in the farm and when you see the value of farming, that's when you realize that, why must I waste my time going to train to be a doctor for 7 years? Yet, for 7 years, and live away from the farm, where I breathe free air, where I can eat birds, where I can touch, I can eat whatever, you know, a lot of things, healthy foods. Yes,
so plus
I want to go. You can say I want to be a doctor, it's good, yes. But mostly what I was saying is that a family business
Kevin, I'm here.
Protects a lot of people. A family business protects your family, a lot of your family members. Because everyone is working. You must identify, okay, your brother is stealing you is stealing from you. Okay, you know that he's stealing from you. Talk to him. What is that you want? Maybe he doesn't want to work with you. Maybe he's worked for you for too long. Maybe you're not paying him well. What causes someone to steal is you are not paying that person well. But you are going, Kelvin, when you come to a company, you see that, okay, this business is done this way. So this guy is paying me $7 rand or $7.
Sandra, I see you.
You can see me.
Sandra, yeah. So I wanted to ask Plason, what's your opinion on the issue of working with relatives? You guys are in the diaspora, but it seems like you are somehow trying to avoid working with relatives. What's the issue there? Sandra, I see you.
Yeah, so I'm just going to give you a response on the first issue that you're talking about in terms of Zimbabweans working in harmony and sort of. So I want you to look at the education system.
Sorry. Mr. Otter, you stay in the studio. I'll come back. You stay in the studio, please. Yeah, we have Sandra also.
Hi,
how are you, Sandra?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I thought I would just come in because this is a very interesting discussion, especially about business and working with relatives. I thought I'll just give my 2 cents. The other guy, what he was talking about, I partially agree with what he was saying. I, however, disagree with the bit that you have to, because when you're dealing with relatives, right? When it's a business, you need to learn that when you're doing business, it's business. Yeah.
Oh, Sandra, your network is.
And even if it's family, when you're doing business, it's time for business. It's not family time; it's business.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm driving, so my network might not be very good. Can you hear me?
You're not.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. Your network is not that good.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Right. What I was saying was, I wanted to put my little contribution on working with. No, that's a shame. But I'll say in the comment section.
Yeah,
Sorry.
please do. Because like I really wanted to hear your opinion concerning this whole thing. Because like you're one person who talks about this more often on your YouTube channel. So I think maybe we can do an episode together. What we are going to do is we do an episode together, Sandra.
Okay, no worries.
Okay. So yeah, plus I'm sorry to cut you off, but you were saying?
So what I was trying to go back to is in terms of Zimbabweans living in harmony, sabotaging each other, etc. is I want you to look at it. Let's go back into our education system, grade 1, 2, 3, 7, form 4, and so on. It's all competition. We are taught to compete against each other. We are not taught to know. We are taught to compete. Who is number one? The person who does number one is praised. Our classes are from A to Z or 1 to 6, right? The 6th way is no way the people who perform very poor academically, right? Then you go to the Fs, this is where you're seeing these people. So they don't groom people in terms of how you can perform your talent. We have got teachers who don't identify people's talents. We have got teachers that are there to see who performs better. So you see, you get into a school form 1, they see how you're performing the first term, then they regroup you again and put you in the class A, B, C, D, E, F. A, where they are putting in the best minds, right? So with that, it's just a competition. You go back to the family setup, right? Munevana 4, Vesevana secondary, right? The kid who is performing well is praised and get gifts. The one who is doing poorly at home doesn't be seen, right? Already it's now bad blood, parent and the kid, like you are performing bad, you're an embarrassment. And you see, even in the community, these kids, they are seen as they are nothing in the community because they are not academically gifted. So that being is just the competition that we grew up in. We are raised and bred in a environment where we need to compete with each other. So you find from school, you go to work, you're competing. I need to be seen as the best. So you go in every aspect of life, it's just competition. So it's now something that runs within the family, society, business, and everything. We are to compete, not to complement. So we are supposed to be seen as people who complement each other. Schools need to educate kids and say, like, okay, you are not academically gifted, but what talent do you have that we can harness and make you a greater person? So family also now need to see that and say, okay, my kid is not really good at school. Remets is a Rico, but this person is good in art. How can I support my kid to be an artist and any revenue from the artistry? So we are not doing that as a society. So it's just competition. So what you are now seeing, these are the results of our upbringing. What you are now seeing, that wherever we are going, we have got this pull him down mentality that we have. It's competition. I have got an opportunity of doing better than him. Let me take him down so that I can do better than him. Not to say like, oh, okay, my brother is up there. How can I support my brother to move forward? We are not taught to compliment. We were taught to compete. So look at the syllabi right now that is still in the school. It's competing. The best student, the A grades, that. Yes, I know the other countries, they still do have that system, but they do not, what do you call it, demotivate the ones that are not academically gifted. They've got other ways and it's making them shine and making them do better. That's our problem. So on this issue of working with family, right, it also zero down to where you're coming from. How is your family set up? I'm working with my family. So the thing is, the dream is mine. Let's just look at it theoretically as a dream, right? You had your own dream, so you need an interpreter, even biblically. No one will understand your dream as you are. So if you also want to work with family or whoever you want to work, right, the people need to understand the vision. Go to established companies and sort of, they have got, wherever they write, this is the vision of the company. So they have to put it on paper so that people need to understand the vision. So me, if I want to work with my father, I sit down with him and say like, this is my vision. That's what I want you to understand. Before we work with each other, I want you to know where I am coming from and what I need to achieve. If I'm going to put 100 there, an investment in there is not money that we need to spend on going to buy 2 pieces. It's money that you are investing so that you can get back more money, right? So whether you're going to get someone who is not your relative, who is an employee, they're still gonna steal from you. So the reality is when you find people who are like-minded with you. I want to give you an example. You are working with your family, that is your wife. I've seen in a number of the thing is she understood your vision, right? That's why she can work with you. That's why she can give you ideas. That's why you can sit down and say like, what can we do from this? Because she understood the vision that you have. It's a dream that you had. You explained it to her. She managed to understand that dream that you once had as an individual. Then now 2 people now understood this dream. You are going big, right? So if you do not have this dream, so you can actually see, even if somebody comes into your inbox and say, hi, period, there's a beautiful face in the profile, you are now having a fight in the house. Why is this lady saying hi to you? She is not seeing an opportunity of saying like, okay, we've got a lady that have said hi to us. Let me just reply to her and see what she needs, right? If she doesn't say a vision with you, she will say like, who is that lady? What does she want? But if she says the vision with you, she sees that lady as a potential customer who is bringing revenue into the family. I don't know if you get where I'm coming from. So you also need to identify like minds, even in the family, whatever you are doing. So necessarily, you just don't like, it's not that you're going to get these people from the family. Some of them, they might be friends that you're going to see that are going to support you. Family might also not support you. Some might be jealous, but some might not understand your dream. If you have a vision and a dream that anyone can understand, which means you aren't gonna go far. But when you start seeing people saying like, I don't think this is doable, then you know I can do this. That's when you say like, if this person has to be part of what I'm going to do, I'll explain to them. I will impart the knowledge that I have. So the thing is, I'm now much into farming because that's where I'm going to see my life into. So for them, whatsoever that I was getting from YouTube, if it was a YouTube video, I was sending it to him, right? Go through this video, then we discuss after. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. They go through the video, then after that, I'll give them a call. So what do you think? So which means we are going to have a discussion of a 40-minute video that you've watched. We are now on the same page. So the vision that I have now, we are going to critically discuss it when you are now on the same page. But I can't say like, I've got a business, I want to run a tuck shop. I've got a vision. I know how the income or how you can, the cash flow of the tuck shop, right? But the person that I'm asking to manage that business doesn't have that understanding. I'm just giving someone the responsibility because they're my brother, but they don't have the vision. The money yavari kutora patio, right? To them, they are seeing 100% profit. They are not seeing that imwe mari ndiye ma supplier.
Okay. So, what you are saying is true. It's very true. People, when they see you rising, especially those that are working for you, they will say, because you are succeeding well, so which means you must also raise our salaries. But they don't see the sweat that you go through, sleepless nights. They don't see the marketing strategy that you are putting in place, the running around that you are. They don't see the money that you are pushing out to make your business a success. Someone will say, no, you got $1 million today, so you must also give me this because of that. Which is wrong. Some people, sometimes when you have agreed to work for someone, especially family. Problem with families is that when you bring people for work, you're not bringing people who bring value to a company. You're bringing people that you want to use and pay less. You understand?
Yeah.
Because if you're going to start a business and say, okay, I've got this guy, this person is very, very good, he's very intelligent, he's got a diploma in this program, which means if I bring him in, he can do a good job. You don't look for those people. If you're bringing that person in, you will be suppressing that person. You're not going to be paying that person well until he decides to steal or he decides to go away. After learning the fundamentals of your business, then they go out there and start their own business. I've seen a lot of people.
So what my brother is saying here, it's not just the problem of the family that you said, because I've invested money, the family is coming to steal from me. So we are also manipulating each other. Me as an investor, I'm looking for cheap labor. Then I will look inside my family and to say, whom can I manipulate? Then when these people now see the light that you are being robbed here, we are being manipulated, then we are starting to say like, oh no, playing relatives is bad. It's not. Let's look and invest into each other. Do you know, I was watching this podcast with this video that Kunde posted and say like, if I am a relative, I go to my brother's shop, right? For me, I'm now at a position that if he's selling something for $1, I'm going to pay it $2, right? The reason or the logic behind it is I'm the closest person who understands this person's struggle, which means I need to support this person 200%. So you as an investor, pay your people. If you pay your people, equip people with knowledge, everything that they need to do your business, right? Then you are good. But you are looking at people who are now in they think they're in a privileged position that they can also start having slaves of their own. And to say, you are my brother, you're doing nothing, come and get my and hit my goats. Then how much are you paying this person? You are selling your goat at 600, 500. I don't know how much you are selling your boa goat from your project, but your brother, you're paying them $60 a month. And you are giving excuses that you are staying
exactly. It's like you see that your sweat is making you're working for a week. You are getting $60. But the work that you are putting in is getting $1,000. I mean, obviously, you must expect things to be stolen. You need to know that these people are going to steal from me, because what I'm paying them is nothing. If you are given that, if things are changed around, you won't agree to be given that much. So employ people who you know that they will add value to your business. Family businesses are very good, guys, to be honest. It will help. Look at families that are wealthy.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
See that almost 70% of them, they are rich. Why? Because they raise each other. Look at Indians. Indians, they raise each other. They sell for each other. They buy for each other. Indians will buy. An Indian will walk 1 kilometer going to an Indian shop. Yet neighbors and have got shops. just to boost each other.
So for me,
family businesses are good, boss. If you look at it, like even the let's say presidents or prime ministers, those that have got money, their children tomorrow will come and rule you. They'll use the same money to come and influence you with the money. Just like now, it's unfortunate we can talk about politics. Just like, okay, let's talk about our former president. If our president, if his sons were very well intellectual and well disciplined, those sons could be in very powerful positions right now in government. Boss Mugabe was an intelligent person.
Very.
But the problem is, if people don't want to invest in family, thinking that family will steal from me, family will. It's because the family come to realize that you are exploiting them.
Yeah, now I understand.
If you are a father, like I said, Kevin, your son starts working with this. You must start working in your business at an early age. By the time he finishes Form 4, he knows everything about your business. Tomorrow, if things go bad for you, your son can run your business. And his sons are, which means your grandchildren, they are safe.
Yeah, you're right.
So, like what my brother is saying, Kevin, I want you to look at this, right? when you invest, let's look into other ways of how you can invest, right? Like where you need to, you and your family, you all have accountability in the business, right? Instead of being a business of one person, if it has got good revenue or whether it doesn't have good revenue, let's look into shares. And I've got this idea, I've got this money, you are on the ground, I'm giving you 25% of the business shares. I want us to achieve this and this. You are now holding each other into accountable. This person is no longer just an employee, right? This person is now a shareholder of the business. There is now an accountability. When you are looking at the value of the business, tell them that this business is now worth 10,000, right? From this 10,000, you need to understand that you have got 2,500 worth of shares, right? From this business. So you are now looking at this person understanding this as the business grows from 10 to 20,000. I'm now moving from 2,500 to 5,000. They also now have different interests than just being an employee. But what we do is, I own a business, everyone else is an employee. I pay them. If I don't pay them, or if they leave, they are living away with nothing. So these people don't have interest. They don't safeguard it because they own nothing. What we just share is the blood. I want you to understand it. But otherwise, otherwise, so which means these people can actually say like, no, I can actually go and do something else on my own. We are not yet at a level where we can actually say like, let's sit down, guys.
Exactly.
Let's work together. So this problem is not just the problem of us employing our relatives. It's a problem of us as well as Zimbabwe, as you as an investor manipulating your families. Let's get to a point where we need to be honest and we say like, no, guys, I've been manipulating these guys. Even if they are not your family. So if you are saying you've got an underpaid employee that you have in your business right now, these people, they still stick around, then ask yourself one question like, how are they surviving? They are stealing from you. That's why they are still there. Definitely they're stealing from them.
You know one thing, I remember I had a boss who used to say, I know you guys are thieves. Keep stealing. If I catch you, I'll fire you. Because he knew that he was not paying well. The people were living by stealing. And everyone was saying, no matter, even if you don't pay me, I won't leave this company. I'll stay here. Because they knew they were stealing. The problem with us at home, not at home, us, our people, our citizens, is exploiting our families. One, you find that your brother doesn't have, we could rather buy you beer. We don't even worry about buying you beer, about going driving around with you, making you drunk and taking you home and not giving you money. You come to someone and say, hey, my brother, my kids don't have money for food at home. Can I have $20 to buy food for my kids at home? You won't get that money. You spend the same day with that person. You realize that you have spent $20. He has spent $20 on you buying you beer.
So that being said, we still got this hero worship mentality that we have, right? The Mpinga mentality, right? So where people follow you, worship you, it is very bad. To be honest, it's very bad. It's something that we need to change our mindset from, and to say like that. I want to give one of the recent development that happened personally. So I wanted some bricks, river sand, pit sand that I need to have to be done at my plot. My father, he has these old Mayuti trucks. He's now left with one. So I sat down with him and said, like, how much are these? So to him, he was like, no, for us to get pit sand, let's just buy fuel and stuff. And I said, okay, wait. I need your prices that you're charging other people. How much are you charging people there so that you can move things around for me? And he was like, no, don't worry, you just buy fuel. So I emphasize and say, like, just give me the prices that you're charging people. How much is river sand for you to deliver river sand? How much is pit sand, a load for you to deliver pit sand? How much is it for you? How much does it cost for your loaders and everything for me to get a truckload of bricks, right? So after all that had been done, I got the prices. I worked everything with the prices he's charging other people. That's what I paid for to my father, for him to do that.
That's the right mentality.
Where I'm coming from is he has got his business that he's running, right? He wants to say like, okay, I'm gonna support you and do everything for you for free. Okay, that's good. That's generous of him.
But
right?
it's killing
He's supporting me, right? He's paying everything. Let's get into this situation. He has got a breakdown. Who's going to foot that bill?
Yeah, good question.
You know what you're saying? I have a friend. Here at the truck.
Yeah.
The whole family will take advantage of that truck. You go and carry pitch sand for someone, they won't pay him. Do you see how we treat each other? They won't pay him, but they would rather pay someone. You like you're saying, your father wanted to help you for free, but you said, boss, you value his business. He said no. At the end of the day, this will come back to you, boss. When he's broke, you come to you and say, well, my son, things have gone bad. Are you going to fork out money to give him? No. So business must be business. Yes, like what Sandra was saying. But at the end of the day, you need to look at, let's be fair. If someone is working for you, if you take a brother who is from the village, you say, okay, I took you from the village. It doesn't necessarily mean that you must work for me for nothing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So
you took me from the village.
The other point I want to put across the room is we don't have continuity, right? So what I'm trying to say is we grow up in small businesses that our parents had, our grandfathers had, W&V superstore, W&Y store, and so forth. These people, they wanted to have kids and so forth, but these stores vanishes. These what do you call it? Farms, some of them vanish. They are now idle, but they've got kids around the globe. Some of them they are here in UK, some of them they are wherever, they are doing successful things. So I'll give you an example of myself, right? I don't want to go far. My father has got his own track, he's doing his things, right? He's in his 60s, he's trying, right? What am I doing? Right. So I'm not, let's not talk about how successful the business is, but let's talk about the people who know his name that you have given service to. So to me already, I've got a marketing advantage of my father's name. I want you to look at it this way, right? His name is Dumba. Dumba, how many people you have given service to for the time he had this truck for the past 10 years? 1 or 2 trucks and so forth. So you have given a service to a lot of people, right? So if I'm going to inject money into that business, partnering with him into that business, whose name am I riding on? His. Whose reputation am I getting on from? His. But if I'm going to start something on my own, which is totally different from what he has been doing, I'm starting from zero. I'm starting from zero in terms of from marketing, making a name in the community and everything. You're starting from zero. So let's look at our colonizers, right? These people have got these things that was running into the family. If it was a farm, it was a farm that was being managed in the family, it's running in the family, it was blah, 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 and sons and everything. So that they can keep it on going on generational, right? You grew up seeing that name, my kids are going to grow up seeing that name and everything. So that's how family business were going up. But now it's no longer the same case. It's my father has studied into farming. I'm going to go out of farming. I'm going to start something else in consultancy and so forth with a totally different name. So for you to grow, it's not difficult. But if you are now going to have continuity, right, and say like your father started a farm, then you go ahead, support that farm, bring innovation, bring ideas and everything. I tell you, we could have well-established companies in Zimbabwe. But one thing that I want you to know is if we are to do our research properly, we can actually see there are some families that have managed to do that. You can actually see this thing has been going on generationally. Let's call a spade, and let's appreciate where other people are doing right. There are something that you actually know that no, it started with the father, it has been passed down to the son is running it successfully. Probably the father is now in a retirement. They are keeping the wheel oiled. So it's something that we need to do as well. So for us, it's not working because we don't have this continuity. My father is in transport. What am I doing? I've got my ideas in farming. Why can't we not diversify? Support farming, diversify into transport. So I want you to look at this. the farm, it's now marries the transport name coming into the farm. Look at the marketing side of it. The transport business is the one that is well known. We are now putting the transport business name onto the farm. So which means the people they know, when they get passed by the farm, they say like, oh, I know this person. I've worked with him. Is he the one who have a farm here? Let me just go there and just have it, see what he's doing. I'm just gonna buy something. I love this guy. I want to support him. We worked well. You see, you are now getting revenue from zero marketing because of good deeds that have been done. But if I'm going to start something on my own, which is 100% detached from what he has been doing, I'm starting afresh. That customer will just say like, no, I don't know who he is. Let's see how it goes. Probably I'm gonna see what it is. That's my point. But us as Zimbabweans, it's not just about people who are back home, right, or from the diasporians robbing the diasporians. We are manipulating people. I send someone £20. I want to understand the last bit of £20. Where did it go? The receipts and everything. Receipt inobuda mushikashika inobva kupa that's the thing we need to understand. Receipt inobva kupi mushikashika. People don't understand is someone was supposed to be occupied with something, but they've left their things there and they are now doing our bidding. People need to understand that. And they're not even asking to be paid. You are not paying those people. But we have got the audacity to say, like, I know people are gonna rob you, families are bad. They are bad families. And we also need to understand there are also people who are trying to help us as well.
Yeah, I understand. And I'm so grateful for your contribution, my brother. And this side is now late, and this was our first live, and I feel like we should keep on doing these lives. And I'm happy that we have people like you who are willing to share. And I'm so grateful, my brother Plason. So what are your words of encouragement to anyone who's watching this live, so that we can close off?
I don't really say I've got words of encouragement, but I think we as people, we need to unify, right? Let's reach out to like minds. One thing I've learned is your social network is your social capital. We also now need to start really looking at these things and say like, who are my friends and what am I benefiting? What's the look of it? We need to work hard. Zimbabwe is our home. We love it. We want to come back. Each and every nation, they've got their social lifestyles, they've got their rules and everything. You go in there, you need to adjust and adopt to those things. So I've spent my life in Zimbabwe. It's difficult to adjust to those things as well. But all I can say is Africa is our home. We need to be proud of it, and we need to work towards and say like, how can we emancipate ourselves from the mental slavery, from the economic slavery, from the social slavery? We need to see how we can invest. We need to look into business partners, etc., etc. So that's my contribution, and I just want to see the Zimbabwean flag going up and up. It's one thing that when you are walking down the streets, you are speaking to people. I'm meeting a lot of my Zimbabwean fellas that have been here 20 years, that are in powerful offices. We are meeting and there's just these things that gives me joy when you see you've got people, you've got a Shona surname, and you feel like I just want to greet someone. And when you see someone you've got a Ndebele surname, you feel like, no, this person must be from Zimbabwe. This must be a Ndebele or a Zulu surname. So you've got this joy that is inside you that I just want to meet my friend, my brother from home. So let's raise our flag high. We are doing great. So far, I've met most of my brothers here. We are doing great, and let's keep our flag high, and we can be great. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Plason, and I appreciate, brother. I hope next time when I do a live, you are here. Thank you so much.
I'll subscribe and join the club, and make sure that I'll get the notifications.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Okay.
Cheers, man.
Okay. So, guys, that is our first live this year, I think. I barely do live videos, and I'm so happy that I've been gaining confidence to do live videos. I'm that person who pays attention to every detail. I want to see if everything is perfect before it goes out there. But things are changing. We are seeing more content creators doing live videos. And like I said, as a content creator, you need to evolve. Although most of you guys were attacking me in the comment section below. Oh, keep on doing what you're doing. Yes, I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, I have to also accommodate new things also. Like it has to be 50-50. There has to be balance. So I feel like, so for those who have for some questions for me in the comment section below, you can ask any type of question you want and I'll answer. And I probably got like 15 minutes before we close the live. Any question? Am I allowed to play a video, to play a song? I love this guy, Rapaimo. This guy who's probably going to get a copyright for this if I play like any song here. Kennedy Ndoro, how are you? Period, I really admire how your content is evolving. There will always be critiques and moments of doubt, but don't let that stop you. Stay focused and keep pushing and continue growing. Thank you so much, Mkoma Kennedy. I really appreciate. And thank you guys for always watching my videos. And one of the things that I would ask you guys is, please, if possible, whenever I upload a video, you like, you comment. It really helps to encourage the YouTube algorithm to push the video out there. But I'm one of those content creators who've got like a great video and people are saying, oh, it's a great video, but they barely like the video. You could see that a video has got like over 20,000 views, 20,000 views, and with 300 likes. Liking a video is for free. Even commenting a video is for free. People always want to comment on a video when they've got negative things to say, you know? But that's wrong. Like liking a video, imagine we have got like a video with 20,000 views and got like 300 likes. It doesn't make any sense. Tebza Derok, how are you? What advice would you give to a young agricultural economist from South Africa interested in farming? I mean, it seems like you know more than me when it comes to agriculture, but all I can say is farming pays. Farming pays. There's a reason why Diasporians, when they're investing back in Africa, one of the things that they invest in is farming. It pays. It gives you peace of mind. It you see your money. You see where your money is going. So farming is everything. I mean, that's what we know best as Africans. That is, I always wanted to ask, like, why is it that Diasporians, when they're investing back in Africa, it's always farming, farming, farming? Don't we have other things to invest in? You see? Why were only men contributing without any input from women? Good question, but I don't know. Good question, Alice, but I don't know. But I've ever noticed also that most of my videos and most of the people that I've interviewed on this YouTube channel, they are mostly women. You barely see men coming out and saying, hey, I've got a business here, I want people to gain exposure. Women. Most of, if you do go through my videos and see, women, they share a lot more than men. But I'm happy that on this episode, men did up their game and they shared, and I learned a lot, and I'm sure that you guys also learned a lot. Pretty Maimunetsi watching from UK. Well done, Kelvin, supporting you all the way. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting me all the time. And a lot of changes are going to come on this YouTube channel, and I'm going to offend a lot of people, but I'm sorry. It is what it is. I need to grow this platform. Pretty Maimunetsi. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I think I'm done now. And thank you so much for watching. I've got 65 people. I thought maybe if I speak less, you guys are going to click off. Utengamuko. Ndakatini lemon. Yeah, ndichiripa live. Sorry. Kanotorara, it's okay. Tichina uma lemon ajo. Thank you. Nafazo. Ndazo mngorara wen. But I'm still live though. I'm pretty sure that most of the people would be interested in my personal life, but it is what it is. I got people watching. You know, me talking to you, me talking to Ethan, and that kind of stuff. But yeah, so can't believe that I've got like 78 people watching me, and then I'm literally blank. I don't have anything to say. I want to do business in Malawi, but the problem, I don't have a person who I can trust. What can I do? That's a good question. Guys, I'm sure that you can answer him in the comment section below. I'm here. I'm here. You want to show your face? That's my beautiful wife there. Always smiling. You don't know these people and you're smiling at them. That's very kind of you. And they support me. I mean, it's social media is really crazy. Honestly.
How is it crazy?
Like people support you.
Support you?
Yeah, they support me. Like right now, I've got 70 people watching and I'm literally saying nothing. That's support. That's love.
And thank you so much for that love, guys. Keep on supporting my husband.
I was telling people that a lot of changes are coming on this YouTube channel, and it's not only going to be like educating content. Well, yeah, educative content. Educative content. It's going to be like any type of content. I really need to
tell them that you really need to make some money.
When it comes to no, it's not about making money only, but it's about growing your brand, not only accommodating a certain type of niche, but growing bigger. Okay. You see? Okay. Yeah. It's a lot. Guys, tell me where are you watching from? I mean, we have people from Europe, we have people from different continents, but from here, Africa, we barely have people saying, "Oh, I'm watching from Kenya. I'm watching from South Africa, from Botswana." I'd love to know what kind of people are watching my videos. I wanted to play a song, but I'm afraid start a company. Oh, the advice that this guy, because someone said, I want to do business in Malawi, but the problem, I don't have a person to trust. But someone said, start a company, employ a manager and a team. What kind of business do you want to start in the first place? Omi, what kind of business do you want to start? Zebron Gatsi, well done, say I'm watching from Zimri Park. How are you, my friend? Rua from Harare. How are you? Chatting from Germany. Got people from Germany watching my videos. That's crazy. That's amazing. Yeah, that's good. I pray that I keep on doing these lives and probably you guys get to see a lot of things that happen behind the scenes, because a lot happens behind the scenes. Even for me, when I'm trying to find people to do videos with. For example, right now, For example, right now, watching from Debbie. Where's Debbie? Echoes of the same story. Where's that? Ah, Nkosi Kumalo. How are you? So I was saying, like, without things are happening in Zimbabwe and where things are going, it's now starting to be hard to find people to interview because no one is actually having the audacity to come on social media and say, hey, I've got a business here that is going well and I'm making money. That's crazy. Like, nobody wants to come now on social media and say, hey, I'm making money or I'm making $500 per day. Besides them actually revealing that I'm making money, but them actually saying, these are the principles that I'm using and this is my business. Yes, it's lucrative, but there are challenges from here and there. People are now, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Ronald Manyanga, watching from Limpopo, South Africa. How are you? How are you, my good people? I appreciate you guys so much for the amazing support that you've given me. I've been doing YouTube for years now, and the dream is to reach 1 million subscribers. And that is why I'm always going to talk about evolving, because I'm trying to find that thing that I'm trying to find. And that thing, if I'm to be honest, I haven't found it yet. Because I've made over 100 videos, and we barely have a video that is 1 million views. A lot of people benefit from the content, and I appreciate that. I love that for me, even for you guys, because you're learning, we're gaining exposure. That's good. But we need to be everywhere. We don't need to accommodate only Zimbabweans, accommodate only South Africans. There is need for me to think outside the box and create content that accommodates the whole world so that I can grow as a brand. Imagine having millions of people watching this content. That's the goal that I'm trying to reach. I don't want a situation where 5 years from now, I'm still that person with like 300,000 subscribers. You see? Yeah, echoes of the same story. This is YouTube for you. It picks up with time. Yeah, it does. But for me, I've been doing it for long and I've seen people grow because they are evolving and they're trying certain things, which I'm not. Like, I've been doing the same things over and over again. You know, another thing that I've noticed that I've tried by all means for years to impress people and killing myself inside. I've been doing certain things to impress people. I mean, at the end of the day, let's be honest. I've been doing YouTube for years now. But look at where we are. I'll give you a good example. Do you know, like, when I'm looking at my statistics, one day I'll take a screenshot and I'll post to you. It doesn't make any sense. We've got over 140,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. But when I upload a video, we have less than 500 people who press a notification. The other views, you know where they come from? Recommendation. So which means without recommendation, my channel is dead. The people that have subscribed to my YouTube channel, they barely click a notification. And the kind of content that I'm posting, that is the kind of content that they want. So they want that kind of content, but they barely click. So all I'm saying is that it doesn't make any sense. That is why I'm always going to say, I want to evolve, I want to try different things. Because it's hard being a content creator in Zimbabwe, especially in Zimbabwe, a population of 15 million people. And then almost 10 million of those people, they love skits. They barely focus on educative content. I was shocked. Ndakasvika pa-airport apo muno Harare International. Nobody recognized me, but when I went to South Africa, trip OR Tambo, period. Oh, I'm coming from the UK, period. So you could see that our own people, even here in Zimbabwe, they don't watch this kind of content. They want skits, of which I'm not complaining. I'm just saying as it is so that people can understand when I say, oh, I'm evolving or I'm doing these kind of things. I want people to understand. I don't want people to hate me and say, this guy or this young man is losing his ways. You see, I have to think outside the box. I'm also even thinking of, I have a friend of mine, Tino Abo, the Tun. This guy is doing soccer, is doing football content. I'm also thinking of creating another YouTube channel that focuses on football because it grows so fast, that kind of content. I have a family to feed also. So, Nkosi Kumalo, I think it has a lot to do with data. I am telling you, Zimbabweans have data. No. I'm saying like, Vanu ona maskits. Have you ever seen people on maskits? Have you ever seen? I'm saying, yeah, vana data rekuona content ninge. If I'm to be honest. The majority of people in Zimbabwe havana data, but data rekuona maskits, data rekuta say they have. But content.
Because maskits, they are less than 5 minutes. And most of them are not on TikTok. And they don't have TikTok, then he sends for WhatsApp.
Have you ever seen a lot kuti akakura mavideo?
Yeah, I want to say wakakura. And then I am asking to my TikTok, my Facebook. So I'm data or to a link or share on.
So saka toenda unogadzirawo mavideo 5 minutes to see malong.
You do your thing.
Yeah, I'm doing my thing. But
everything takes time.
We are tired. I think it has a lot to do with that. Yeah, that's a good point. Pretty Maimonets, it's back to that issue of not supporting each other as Zimbabweans, and you're right. People need to grow and start watching things that build rather than gossip and things like that. Yeah, Rukunzo. So Stans Chirungwa said people in Zimbabwe do TikTok a lot. Yeah, a lot of people. That is why I'm saying people have data. People have got data. And a lot of people are not on YouTube too. They are on Facebook. Look at the views that the Nyati family gets. That's nice. That's good content. I have nothing against them, but I'm saying like people do have data because those guys, they get like a lot of views. So all I'm saying is that in the social media space in Zimbabwe, there's no room for educative content. There is no room. You barely see a content creator who is doing educative content being given an award or being recognized here in Zimbabwe. My award, the only award that I've been given here, I was given by Diasporians. Me. Diasporians came, held an event, period. Come, we appreciate you for what you're doing. They came. So yeah. Guys, I love tea in a lemon, so my video to anditra tea. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's how it is. Okay. Echoes of the same story. Your content provokes pockets, bruh. True. Those houses are expensive and can be maybe dreamt by people in the diaspora. Okay. Good point. Good point. That is why I was saying like now it's 50-50. Now I have to create content that accommodates everyone. Because those are the points that I should take into consideration also. Everyone. You guys mofuna kumwa tea nelemon yakatopenga manje. So it is what it is. I love you guys. And crazy things are coming on this YouTube channel. I'm going to be everywhere, but no matter what, I know that you're going to support me. And those who hate me, keep on hating me. It doesn't change anything. Hello, my brother. Thanks ne content yenyu. Ikubatsira zvakanyanya. Ha mazimu anoda zina basa. Yeah, anoda zina basa. I was in Diaspora Force recently with my wife. Ndopa ndakatoona ma notifications akawanda. They were over like, let me check. I can show you guys what I'm talking about. I wish I could share my screen, but I can't. I can't share my screen, but I want to show you something. I went to Victoria Falls recently with my wife. And do you have your phone, babe? Let us show one per screen up. I wanted to show them something. My analytics, because people, they just think content chat, but pane my analytics apa. You know, tokuudza kuti vanhu vangani vaklika vane makore mangani futi. Did you know guys kuti inotondiudza? It tells me. Rachel, how are you? Thank you, Kelvin. I'm watching from South Africa. Hey, I recently saw that video when you went to Goromonzi at your wife's homestead. Oh, can we still land there, like content like yours? We want to come back home. Oh, so you want like rural content? Okay. Pretty Van Wyk Diaspora of Africa, and due to exposure now, like content like yours. Yeah. I'm happy that is happening. I'm happy. So the video that I went to Victoria Falls, the analytics are like this. The video got like 14,000 views, and it generated $40. And then subscribers that I gained from that video, 44 subscribers. And then when it comes to audience now, I want you to see something. Majority of the people who were watching the video watched it from mobile phones, and then 30% watched it from TV. And then the people who watched mostly were female, 54%. And then the age range, 25 to 34 years, that's like the bigger number. But I want to show you like engagement, reach. So I wish I can show you my screen so that next time when you see me going crazy and saying I'm gonna do this, I want people to see. Now I'm sharing my analytics with you guys. You see, I want to show you something exactly. I can't see properly. If my wife's phone is not Zima, I was going to show you Guti. I think those will take a video and those are, but it is what it is. So I appreciate you guys. You're looking for what? I'm almost done. I'll give you mine. So guys, that's it, and thank you so much for watching this far. I'm going to be drinking my tea now. My lemon tea. So nice. Thank you. Peace. Huh? Asitombozia. Maybe kukubhora kwangandiri pamwe. Ndatoshandisika pa ndatozviona kuti ndozvandazoita. Asa wakafunda pamwe ndaenda sa. Sha. Paraipa.